Assalamu alaikum students. I am Ms. Zaida, teacher at Government High School Madigaon. Students, today we are discussing the topic, why do we need a constitution? Constitution of country is a set of written rules that are accepted by all people living together in a country. Constitution is the supreme law that determines the relationship among people living in a territory called citizens. It also determines the relationship between the people and government. And a constitution, it does many things. Constitution also generates a trust and coordination that is necessary for different kind of people to live together. It specifies the government will be constituted, who will have power to take which decisions. It also lays down limits on powers of the government and tells us what the rights of citizens are. It expresses the aspiration of the people about creating good society. In reality, all countries that have constitutions are not necessarily democratic, but all countries that are democratic will have constitutions. After War of Independence against Great Britain, Americans they gave themselves a constitution. After revolution, French people approved a democratic constitution. Since then, it has become a practice in all democracies to have a written constitution. Every country drafts its own constitution. Constitution of a nation, as I already told you, is the set of written laws accepted by people living together in a country. It also, once again, it generates trust and coordination, help us to specify how a government should be constituted. Same, it limits the powers of the government. It expresses the aspiration of people about creating a good society. Now, making of Indian Constitution. जो इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, अंडर विच सर्कमस्टेंस इट हैज़ बीन drawn up. As you know, Indian Constitution, जो इंडिया कंट्री है, it is a huge country and diverse. So it is not easy affair for them to make constitution. People of India were emerging from states of subject to that of citizens. The country was born through a partition on the basis of religious differences. जो एक कंट्री थी, ये कैसे वजूद में आई, वहाँ पे पार्टीशन हुआ था ऑन द बेस ऑफ रिलीजन डिफरेंसेस. एट लीस्ट इस पार्टीशन में 10 लाख पीपल दे वर किल्ड ऑन बोथ साइड्स इन पार्टीशन रिलेटेड टू वायलेंस. जो ब्रिटिश है, दे लेफ्ट टू द रूलर्स ऑफ द प्रिंसली स्टेट्स टू डिसाइड वेदर दे वांटेड टू मर्ज विथ इंडियन, क्या वो इंडियन के साथ रहना चाहते हैं या पाकिस्तान के साथ रहना चाहते हैं या इंडिपेंडेंट. द मर्जर ऑफ दीज प्रिंसली स्टेट्स वाज डिफ़िकल्ट एंड अनसर्टन टास्क. ये उनके लिए बहुत ही डिफ़िकल्ट था, बहुत ही टफ था डिसाइड करना किन के साथ रहना है. जब कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाई गई, व्हेन इट हैज़ बीन रिटन, जो मेकर्स थे उस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के, दे हैड एंग्जाइटी अबाउट present and the future of the country. Now pass to the constitution. Source of Indian constitution क्या है? Now our national government movement was not merely a struggle against foreign rule. It was also a struggle to regenerate our country and to transform our society and politics. The political institutions with familiarity of colonial rule also helped to develop institutional design in India. The experience gained by the Indians while they are working in legislative institutions, it proved to be very useful. उनके लिए बहुत ही फ़ायदेमंद हुआ to know how to set up institutions in their country. Many of our leaders were inspired by ideals of French Revolution, पार्लियामेंट्री डेमोक्रेसी इन ब्रिटेन, जो उन्होंने प्रैक्टिस वहाँ पे अप्लाई की थी, एंड बिल ऑफ राइट्स इन यूएसए. So they incorporated some of the good pointers in their institution. They also got inspiration from constitution drafted by Motilal Nehru and 8 other Congress leaders in 1928 and the outlines of Indian Constitution prepared by Indian National Congress at its Karachi session in 1931. These were the members of the Constituent Assembly. Motilal Nehru prepared a constitution for India in 1928. B.R. Ambedkar, chairman of drafting committee. Rajendra Prasad, president of the Constituent Assembly. Sarojini Naidu, member of the Constituent Assembly. The Constituent Assembly of India was framed by the Constitution of India was framed by Constituent Assembly, set up under the Cabinet Mission Plan 1946. Assembly consisted of 389 members. They represent 292 provinces, 93 states, and 3 chief commissioner provinces, and 1 Balochistan. The meeting of assembly was held on December 6, 1946. In this meeting, Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as chairman. The Constituent Assembly was also divided into Constituent Assembly of Pakistan and Constituent Assembly of India. These were some of the members of Constituent Assembly. Why should we accept the constitution made by the Constituent Assembly more than 69 years? Many countries of the world have had to rewrite their constitution afresh because these basic rules were not accepted to all major social groups or political parties. In some other countries, constitution exists as a mere piece of paper. No one actually follows it. The experience of our inner constitution is different. No large social group or political party has ever questioned the legitimacy of constitution itself. This is an unusual achievement for any constitution. Constituent Assembly represented by people of India. It was elected mainly by the members of the existing provincial legislatures. This ensured a fair geographical share of members from all the regions of the country. The assembly represented members from different language groups, caste, classes, religion,